Hello, hello, we're back for more Ruina. Last time, we got up to Smiling Faces and completed every abnormality battle available to us. Today, we're going to try to finish the rest of Urban Nightmare, and then continue to fight all the abnormalities available to us. We're going to start out with the puppets today, because I just felt like it. It's about time. I think this unlocks Chesed, although I don't think we can realistically use him yet, with only like 3 people and no Abno pages. I set up a few decks on the floors we weren't using as much last week, because we used Yesod and Todd quite a bit, so we probably won't use them today outside of their Abno fights. When did we get Hatsune Miku? Oh, you know. Recent addition to the team. And also, okay, I felt like I have to use the 7 Association pages for something on this run. I'm the only one who gets them after all. So we're bringing the Dantes today. At least to the puppets. And we're going to see if it's enough. Puppets are weak to slash, and they deal all blunt damage, so this felt like as good a time as any to use Dante's page with the Meline. I unfortunately don't think we'll be able to test if any of the passives work, because they require, like, fragile stacking. More Yesod gameplay, right? If we have to. I expect that we'll be forced to use Yesod in Star of the City, because he's good. But I want to use, like, all the floors, show off everyone's librarians. Until we're forced to use only Bina in late Star of the City, because Bina herself is going to be, like, essential, I feel like. Okay, yeah. But yeah, supposedly, like, every single one of Dante's passives don't actually work. I don't think I can really test that. I mean, we have this effect. Blunt damage resistance changed to normal. It's already normal, but, like, presumably it's working. Chesed and Hakma's floors are really underrated. The problem is just that you unlock them so late. It's like by the time you unlock Chesed's floor, you have realized floors already, or like you could. And so there's really no reason to switch to it. And then Hakma is even worse. You don't realize him until you're done with the game, basically. There's one fight you can use realized Hakma in. Maybe, I guess, 2 fights. Okay. You already have known strategies too, yeah, it's like, you've been playing through the whole game with Yesod, no reason to stop now. That first act went really well, I barely took any damage, so I'm probably going to get through this with only 1 floor. We'll have to see. They use a few stronger pages now. This guy can't clash anything. Okay. Let's try that. But yeah, I think that, like, floor progression and floor unlocks is, like, my second biggest problem with this game, vanilla. There really is just, like, no reason to ever use a floor that isn't Yesod. Which is why I think the ensemble is great, forcing you to use every floor. Like, I think that was one of the best design choices in the game. Okay. This guy has help. Let's just smoke him out. I wish we had at least one fight with fully realized Canard. Yeah, you can't even use fully realized Cuter unless you like play mods or redo fights you've already done. I think that's like the biggest appeal to modded Ruina, and probably why so much of it is only post-game stuff. It's like, give us a chance to actually use these floors, use these cards that we unlocked. Plenty of damage here. Yeah, I guess Moulinet pretty good on the puppets. It like basically staggers them by itself. It probably can if you get decent high rolls, because they are stagger / weak after all. Let's see if they can close out Act 3. Can't redirect that, that's fine. You can take the hit. Yeah. I think not clashing everything is going to be the play here. I guess I'm, ignoring 2 moves, that's fine. Let's throw extra damage on Weighty Puppet. Make sure he's not alive next turn. Voted for floor auctions for this first draft race. Yeah, but like, what do you do if you like, everyone has to start with Keter. I guess everyone would get Keter, and then there's 9 other ones to get. Oh, you staggered. Max roll? Okay. I'm just not sure how floor auctions could really work. Unless people just had, like, the same ones. You had multiple people that had, like, Malkuth or whatever, and then I guess this run technically, like, ends before Ensemble, and I'm just choosing to go true ending anyway, so that wouldn't really be an issue. A floor change mod, okay. That could work, yeah. We just start out with Bina. I guess Bina would still be locked, and you could actually do that. Three to 12 rolls a 3. We love Moulinet, and its max roll increase conditionals. Let's just, like, this should be killing most of these guys, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The third act definitely went worse than the first 2. I guess that's to be expected when, you know, 5 stronger puppets, no normal puppets here. But we still didn't have anyone die. Unless I really mess up at the end here. I can tell that a lack of light restore could become an issue though. But for now, we're going to continue to just kill enemies as our source of light restore and like end acts. Miku's good if you say that and then she loses the clash, but she lived, so good enough, I suppose. Yeah, never mind. And reminder to everyone, I'm not allowed to burn the puppet books because they were not part of my draft. I actually can't burn any other books until Star of the City. I went ahead and rushed everything I'm allowed to use. And yeah, there's chest set opening. Okay. Ah, that unlocks... This is Pinocchio, right? Yeah. Let's just see if the Dantes can beat Pinocchio. I know that they're also slash weak. Is this for Vocaloid? It just kind of ended up like that. I mean, Miku's Vocaloid, and then the other one's a Toho character. Okay, so all my cards... Okay, we got one discounted Moulinet. This is a pretty bad roll on their effects. If I lose, we know what to blame. Do I even try to clash this? I guess they all got endurance instead of strength, which is nice, considering they're using, like, only offensive dice. Yeah, okay. Slightly unlucky, but that guy should stagger quickly. That's not what To Overcome Crisis does. Where's my lives? Okay. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I've had an issue in this fight before where I was using Tenmas and my person that got the lying card was double 1 speed and just couldn't redirect. So that's a funny way you can lose here. And apparently Dante also has 1 in their speed range, which I didn't realize. So I'm glad that didn't happen. I don't want to just let that hit me unopposed, but at the same time, I guess you can do that. Yeah? No, you can't, because you have to do it this one. There we go. I solved the speed dilemma. I want to make sure this guy dies, because he gives them strength, so he is the target. Is bad. I think this fight's actually like really well designed. I like all the fights that have like card copying elements, like this Ozma and Pluto. I think are all well made fights. Okay, let's get some damage on you while you are staggered, or while taking more stagger damage rather. They learned from the 1 speed thing with Limbus letting everything clash skills. Yeah. Can clash this skill regardless of speed is a very important line of text. Fighting your own units and abilities is usually a fun thing, yet everyone hates Envy Pekatulos. I realized recently, like, the reason I like Envy Pekatula is that's the only fight in the game that feels like the just normal battles in Ruina, like Liu Section 1 or something. Because you're fighting a bunch of enemies that are somewhat equivalent to you. And you have to think about like staggering them early. I do get when people complain about egos, especially if you don't own egos. They fights would probably be better if just neither side could use egos. But, like, I'm fine with the fights as they are. And, okay. Just going to throw all my paper cuts at you. There's definitely people that hate enemy Pekatula because it's not fun to be slower than enemies in Limbus Company. That's a definite problem I have noticed, and they are the most likely enemies to do that. If Railway 6 comes out and you get hit by Tidal Elegy, I would be very confident that they would not put the collab egos on the Pekatula.
전부 모였어, 엔젤라. 커피.
Alright. Keeping up with the Abno fights. Let's try out the smoke. Who do we want to fight with smoke? How about you? This is the circus, right? Yeah. You don't think collab egos are allowed to exist? Yeah. We will never see those again outside of the people that have them. Isn't this music like copyrighted or something? Hang on, One second. I will pull up music right now. Okay. Let's see here. We've got single target. Where's my deep drags? Can probably evade everything Monkey does. Can probably evade that as well. I feel like we might kill very quickly here. Have to see. Like, what if I just do that? This is Enderlily's music. One of my favorite games. Okay, we rolled a 1 on our evade. Yeah, fellow Enderlily's 100%er in the chat. You love to see it. Okay, you have 3 strength. I want to deep drag and just stagger you. I'm pretty sure. Do you get staggered? They cannot be staggered. Okay. So I do still need to clash your other things. But you're going to take a lot of damage. As is the elephant here. Honestly, they're all going to just take a ton of damage because we have smoke. You've never touched Ender Lilies? I can recommend it. I kind of forgot that they also get the 2 strength. I was just thinking Emma had it. Hope we don't die. We have Laughing Powder, which is like, it's just so ridiculous for a tier 1 page. It basically makes it so you can't stagger, and stagger is like the most dangerous thing in this game. Okay, so I'm starting to think I should have put more deep drags in these decks. I was just a bit worried about the light cost, but it's been fine so far. can't you like kill Emma when they're separated by Noah? I think there's like an achievement for that. We might end up getting that, I don't know. I mean, I have all the achievements, but we might end up doing that. The triple tie clash. Netzach, Yesod, and Malkuth were the 3 floors you used for Ruina. Yeah, you kind of just... Most people stick with the lower floors. My first playthrough was almost entirely odd, I remember. I have, I think, literally no Pierce, so I guess I'll take Pebble on the person with the least health. Oh, and you actually are staggered now, okay. Is the achievement for killing them when they're together, maybe? Because we can definitely, I mean, do that right now. I think I can do 200 damage to a staggered enemy that has 9 smoke. I actually can't overtake that at all, and you have nothing to clash it. Okay. Mostly Yesod for the music. I chose Hod mostly for the music. Yeah, okay, I ended up with not as many attack cards as I thought I would have. I did not build these decks very well, it seems. Too much economy and stuff. Maybe it's just a bad draw. I don't know. Hard to call the deck bad from a single test of it. Okay. That should kill the elephant. That should severely hurt the monkey. Is that fine? Yeah. Those are both targeting the same die. Unfortunate. You can still use this for light though. Yeah, Ruina's Solemn Lament is want. That's why it combos so well with Yesod's floor. Okay, monkey dead, elephant dead, and Manoa almost dead. Let's just give you a dice power. I sure do hope I don't get staggered. I have laughing powder, so that should be like impossible to happen. Yeah, okay. They're dead. Or well, they will die. All of them are staggered. Definitely don't really need economy pages yet. The fights don't last long enough for me to run out of like emotion levels. But it's still good enough. Oh yeah, chesed abnormality, all of those are like awful. First one shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I think it's another good candidate to fight with the Dantes. I'm getting use out of this bottom one draft pick that nobody wanted. Let's try it. Because, like, yeah, I can compete with these roles well enough, I would say. Although I don't really have block or evade in these decks to play into their gimmick. We might not have the right decks for this. I guess I have one. Hang on. We can try to get another wisdom there. 3-7 against a 4-7. It's not too likely, but it could happen. I'm probably only giving this like one try right now, and I'll come back with the proper deck later this stream if we don't win. Because the issue is now I'm already like out of wisdom, and I have the one speed again. Why do I have one in my speed range, and why did I get 3 1 speed rolls? I guess you have bind, but no one else has an excuse. Why you don't use Dante? I am using Dante. I'm literally using Dante right now. Or, oh, I get it. You're saying that's why. Yeah. I misinterpreted your message. I just didn't realize they had a 1-6. It's such an unexpected issue. And, okay, now we have the classic 1 speed issue, or no, sorry, the no light restore, and 1 emotion level cap. So we should kill there on opposed. And then we can do the same thing next turn to the other guy. It's just a question of, do I have enough damage to kill these guys when they're staggered? That's why Limbus minimum speed is 2. Yeah, they definitely learned stuff with the speed mechanic for Limbus to make it better. Okay, I basically need to kill you entirely this turn, so maximum damage outside of making sure I stagger that one. You know, 2 max rolls? Almost entirely max roll Mulan there, that's nice. And now you just have to do 49 damage to a staggered enemy. That went better than I expected. But I guess that's the power of just having slash cards against the slash weak enemies. Yeah, I'm still probably not using this floor for a while. I didn't even realize you still only have 3 librarians after that. Where to next? I guess sweepers. We can take Malkuth over to the sweepers. I've never liked the sweeper fight because I tend to play this game pretty slow. At least even more so back when I was new to the game. I play a bit faster now, but I still would not say I play fast. And this fight just I think it literally took me 45 minutes the first time I did it. Are they all doing persistence? We have one that isn't target acquired. Call me the index because we are going all in. You think everyone's first sweepers fight is 45 minutes? I don't know. It's definitely a lot. It's like it's a long fight for sure, but I played exceptionally slowly because I had a friend who had played the game before watching, and so they could comment. Kind of just going to throw pages out here randomly because I think that will be good enough. Because I've learned that the sweepers aren't a hard fight. It's just that it takes a while. That's kind of all of the Library of Ruina, to be fair. When you know how the game works, though. Does the happy memories work between acts? I swear it does, even though it doesn't say it. I guess it doesn't say for only this act, but it's just, I don't think cost is going to be the issue. I'll just take bonus stagger damage. Happy works, yeah. I'll definitely be using that later, but I don't think it's what I need for sweepers here. Try to stagger that guy. Just, yeah, it resets the cost back. That's right. I think the correct floor to do this fight would just be net satch, so you could get laughing powder. But we're trying to mix up the floors. Okay. That should kill because I have smoke. We can throw a bunch of damage at you, and that should hopefully kill through persistence. And then one for each of you guys. You might have one of them live barely. Probably not, though. Okay. A fellow sweeper hater, yep. Tiff's floor reminds you the most of the new index units gameplay-wise, with Villain, I guess, yeah. Okay, is anyone not doing persistence? We have one. Do I have a fast deep drag? I only put like 2 deep drags on this floor. Okay. I want you to clash. Just save on that, honestly. Let's try this. As long as I stagger this guy, I'm happy, because then they won't have a chance to do persistence. I probably should not throw in as much damage as I did. This matchlight reset between acts. The first 2 pages used after. I feel like this wouldn't even happen in later acts. I'll just take ashes. Matchlight does? Do you actually get it in the next acts? Okay. I will have to keep that in mind if I'm using Malkuth on any more multi-act fights. Although I guess maybe pages are marked but the stack doesn't transfer. That's interesting. It actually keeps the same pages marked, huh? It's not what I would predict, clearly. We're getting trash disposed. Okay, that guy man-rolled. Give me Gluttony. I'm going to not put it on Eugen because then Eugen would heal above to overcome Crisis Threshold. There's a deep drag. Can hit that guy for like 70 damage in 1 card. And I just want to kill you. I'm not sure what's going to be hard today. Like, what abnormality battles am I worried about? Maybe, like, Mod's realization, just the first phase of it. It is a relatively difficult start to a fight for this point in the game. Because I don't think any of the Urban Nightmare stages will be an issue. Because, like, Crying Children isn't hard. The Index shouldn't be hard. What else even is there? Warp Corp I've never had an issue with in any of my challenges. Who do I want to give emotion tokens? Probably just to Malkuth here, get her closer to emotion level up. I don't want to waste it on one of these guys that are close. I can't go above 5 anyway, yeah, okay. Or I can't go to 5, can't go above 4. I get 2 floors for this, okay, I don't need to be worried. Worst case, I can have NetZatch come in and clean up. Anyone not doing persistence? We have 1, but do I need to get Lila's book for the next reception? I think it's just Book of Sweepers, so I think it should be fine if I just kill you here. I will be so glad to not have to do the sweepers after I finish this. It's like, I think there are 3 fights that every time I'm replaying this game, I'm not looking forward to. And that's sweepers, the first Gebura abnormality, and the Gebura realization, because it contains the first abnormality. Oh, do we do footfalls for fun? Do we make Carcosa explode? Yeah, why not? Wait, no. The decision has been made for you. A worthy sacrifice, one could say. Oh wait, are you not low enough to explode? Oh, you're lucky. Wow, that just full staggered. Sometimes I forget just like how good 3 offensive dice cards are. Just does so much damage when most cards only have 1 or 2. It's like 50% more. Oh, his persistence failed there. I forget that can even happen sometimes. Die. Okay, not too bad. We've been streaming for only 43 minutes, so I know that took less time than my first attempt. Well, this is the one fight that we have access to today that I don't think we'll be doing. I have no desire to fight Little Red Riding Hood Mercenary. I hate the fight. And I am like so okay to put that off all the way until I have purple tier. Because it's not like I'm missing out on using the 4 language for this playthrough. Who is the target? You are. I can't redirect half their moves, okay. This should be redirected. I can win that, right? It'll be close. Could go either way. I like fighting the index with their own strategy, so I will be taking out one guy as quick as possible, and then I'll move on to the next guy until there aren't any guys left. It's kind of just the correct way to play this game, I feel like. Okay, I can't redirect either of those, and they're both targeting the front die, so that's some guaranteed damage. Try to block as much as you can, I guess. And then Chase of Fumes, good luck. Everyone else, get that guy. I mean, he should die pretty quickly here. So we can move on to our next guy, which can be you. Almost staggered me. I did almost bid on the index, because I've like never actually ran these plain index pages. I feel like I've never played with the grace of the prescript passive at all, and I kind of wanted to try it, but I got smiling faces handed to me. And I also, part of me didn't want to get them because then I would have singleton available, which is just like such a default option to the game. It's definitely going to be more interesting for me if I don't have singleton. We might be losing our first librarian here. Not quite. But we're too slow to redirect that, so they are dead. I tried to do Library of Ruina deathless once, and I got all the way to here before a very similar thing happened. If I tried that again, I would probably do this fight later. Like push it off to the end. I think I went here early. I was just kind of going left to right, and yeah, one guy just died. Okay, if he enter chose to use all of my light recovery, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Die already? Okay, so that unlocks a Malkuth fight. Queen Bee. I'm going to throw another Deep Dragon here to hope to draw it turn 1. Actually, just 1 on everyone. And let's see if we can just blitz down Queen Bee. This fight and Letitia, I usually do the same way. The lack of loss of senses hurts the soul. It's just like not a card I've used. I probably should. But just like, I know that this should work. And so that's how I built the decks. And like I kind of built these thinking about just using them anywhere in mind. And I feel like you can't really loss of senses in normal battles too effectively because the enemies just die. I might be wrong about that. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. But like this should work. And if it should work, then I see no reason to change it. Got the Fragile next turn by Clash winning Mulanei. This is going to be a lot of damage. Although being slash stagger weak is probably the wrong choice for this fight. Actually, you should smoke first. Yeah, smoke plus Moulinet is going to do a lot of damage. And probably just kill 40 from a single coin there. 75. That is not Urban Nightmare numbers. Although I guess it is if you're using smiling faces. And that unlocks the realization. I think I'm going to do Warp Corp first, and then just build decks that can go for long fights, and then I'll do Crying Children and the realizations. Do I get 2 floors for Warp Corp? I do, okay. Then I'm confident enough to just throw the Dantes over here and go for Tippereth. Those aren't the Dantes, whatever, it works. It's probably better than the Dantes, let's be honest. Okay, I don't need to care about these moves at all. 2 to 6 is the only hit, so we can ignore that. And just kill the guy that's actually gaining charge. Maybe try to manage our light and our pages and our smoke a bit here. I can put Loss of Senses in my long battle decks for the realizations and Crying Children. We'll try that out. Okay, we've got an overcharge, and he unfortunately is using it with 5 speed. So I can't just stagger. I actually have 2 5-speed overcharges. And apparently everyone hates Miku today. 3 people targeting her. Misogyny? Yeah, Warp Corp cancelled. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, 1 down. I'll take love. You know, Miku can love. Is there any world where I stagger that guy first? Maybe. But he's resist / stagger. I can just let the hit go through, honestly. Not paying too much attention here to my clashes because I just don't think I'll end up losing. It's a lot of damage. I'm always surprised by how much damage I can do with smoke. One of these days I'll like internalize and remember that smoke does a lot of damage. But until then I'll keep being impressed. Do we have Shiku? Not using a Shi page right now, but it could be an option. 4 fragile. Okay. Act 2. I'm always just so disappointed by Rose's page. It feels so mediocre to me. So I was not at all bidding on Warp Corp, and I'm not at all sad to not get it today. I cannot redirect that. Okay. Do we have... Yeah, we've got 3 incoming overcharges. It's kind of a lot. And I also kind of, like, can't redirect any of them. Not thinking big enough turn 3 overcharge Ripspace. Yeah, Ripspace is, like, the only thing that would tempt me with Rose's page, for sure. Okay, you got 2 activations of your passives there. I imagine this fight with the worst possible RNG would be made so much worse if they just always activated their passives. Like, could you even win that? I know someone did, like, the Mineral Maxwell challenge. I didn't watch all their videos though, so I don't know, like, what the hardest parts of the game were. I guess you can always still just, like, one side, but if you're always mineral and you do so little damage, so I don't know. Could still be a problem. Snow Queen? Yeah, that's actually so understandable. I've run into a lot of issues with Snow Queen on my various challenges. And yeah, Angela realization is basically impossible a lot of the time. Oh, there's a rip space. What if I just staggered you, though? Wouldn't that be neat? Or just killed you, that works too, I guess. You got 6 speed, you can't overtake that, but you thankfully aren't rip spacing me. Can actually try to clash that one. Tipper just looks so wrong with the smiling face key page. Like, that head does not fit that body. Ow, 17. It's just so great. Why can 2 Overcome Crisis do 42 damage? Why is that allowed? It rolls like a 7.
이 책이 풀린다.
Okay, that unlocked a ton of abnormality fights, apparently. And I guess these 2 were here, but just, I have 4 staring me down now. Woodsman. Woodsman could take a long battle deck. Dead Butterflies definitely does not need a sustain deck. So I think does single targeting him down work effectively? I don't know, we'll try it. Eugen and the Wangs. I know the main thing is just winning the clash to seal his dice, which I'm hoping Deep Drag can do. Inflict 5 bind. There's 1 sealed. He almost killed that guy. This guy inflicts a lot of debuffs, or the butterflies do. Also, this is the point in the game where Yasuo becomes completely overpowered, if I remember right. I think just all of these guys' pages are good. Did we tie that? It went so quick I didn't really see, but I think he would have been staggered if we won that, so I think that was a tie. And now you aren't sealed at all, okay. 5 speed that I can't redirect. Nice. Are we going to lose? How bad is it if someone gets fully sealed? I think he does like a mass attack that instantly kills them. No, you can't redirect that. Only you can redirect that. Unless I just... hang on. Eugen probably has singular strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have +4 on this, so this is min rolling a 6, and you're paralyzed, so I don't think I can lose this. It can tie if I min roll, so let's hope it doesn't min roll. And actually, hang on, I don't need to use my left slot. If I get smoke first, we should be able to actually guaranteed win that. Why is this the fight that I'm like actually putting effort into and thinking about my moves for? Oh, and my auto deflect worked. Nice. I'll probably just kill him next turn. You don't have very much damage, so you just make sure Eugen doesn't get staggered. Okay. There we go. And then, okay, so let's make decks for long fights, because we have long fights ahead of us. Oh, I need Book of Crying Children for Netzach realization. I guess I'll probably do Crying Children first then. So, okay. To fight Crying Children, let's do Eugen and Smoke and a default page which I will kill. Because we're going to use the Carnival to the fullest here, and we are going to be adding... where is it? We're going to put Remembrance and Kizuna on everyone. It's attributed, so I can't see it. Okay. We're going to just revert everything here and fully rebuild. And equipped pages. Unequip everything else. Okay. So, I think I want Singular Strike and Remembrance and Smoke. And then I will put Kizuna and Remembrance on you. No room for Singular Strike, that's fine. Do I want an extra 1 cost? I guess I could throw in, like, Keeping in Stride, since I am starting them on lower health. Smoke is so funny because it's just a Olympus damage multiplier in Ruina, and it's so out of place. It is... I think... I have, like, a list of the 5 most overpowered things in Ruina, and Smoke is definitely on there. I'm not sure exactly where it ranks, but like Smoke, Yes Odd, Purple Tier, and Full Stop are the things that I'm remembering for sure. Can have Kizuna just to die faster. And you know what? I might as well give you speed, so you can redirect more stuff to yourself and die faster. Is there a single useful 1 cost? I don't want to use Meowsy because I might want to build a different deck. You can deal +1 stagger damage. Okay. We're going to be trying out Loss of Senses. I feel the need to put in Boundary of Doubt for the clips. So this draws 2 pages. I probably don't need too much of this though still. Like that's quite a bit of page draw. Always gamble, true. Am I going to heal above Light Restore is the question. I'm going to just hope I don't. Give me more page draw, why not? We'll really try out Loss of Senses. Use Clone Will of the Prescript Unlock here. I wish I had Clone. I really wanted Corp 2, but I knew it was unrealistic with my 1/4 budget. Okay. So, I'm going to keep 1 Overcome Crisis because there's no game in history where 0 cost draw a card isn't good. But we are going to go mostly just like... mostly Smoke here. we'll really try out lots of senses. Put 2 on everyone. See if it can be just like enough card draw. I think I want this for sure. What are the last 2 cards? What can do damage without a ton of light? I mean, maybe this is just fine. Maybe I throw in... I guess these don't have a light restore. That's the issue. Yeah. So probably 2 smoking pipe on everyone. Because only Eugen gets light restore off Overcome Crisis. Something like this. Loss of senses is our main draw and damage. And just 1 deep drag on everyone. Is that enough smoke infliction? We can do this. You can inflict some smoke before you die, maybe. I'll give Welvader a 2nd deep drag over the Moulinet, how about? Or, you know, Tracer Fumes just inflicts so little smoke, yeah. Yeah, double deep drag on a few people. I'll try it on just 1 person. If I was not running Boundary of Death and playing optimally, I would do it on 2 people. Let's go for this. Also, this is another copyrighted song, so back to Ender Lilies. Okay. So yeah, I can't redirect with this guy. I want them to die. Can we call the sacrificial nugget Sinclair? Yeah, I should have done that. McKenna, you are officially known as Sinclair now. This is Witch's Breath from Ender Lilies. I actually arranged this and played it on cello, because I also liked it. I skipped to like 3/4 through it though, so it's already over. Collect my blessings. We can try to. I need these guys to get staggered, so hopefully they get staggered. There's one. Looks like we did not clash win to make them fatal. Oh, you know what? I can't, like, get you killed because you're too slow to redirect stuff. I guess that's the issue with running the base page for this. If I had access to Lovetown cards, I could have just died like that. But I do not have access to Lovetown cards. Stagger damage, and there's them fatal. Okay, so we're getting some kills in, hopefully. This guy's on 3. Did I really not send anything else at him? Okay. And so, okay, we want to spam Boundary of Death for fun, I think, so I'm going to take happy memories. You've got this. You didn't kill everyone. And I'll try to get this person killed, I think. There's no harm in stalling out the fight. It's kind of only to my benefit, I feel like. They did not die, and they can't redirect. Okay, well, that was an attempt. Staggered damage. You know what? You can get the kill. Maybe it should help with the emotion levels. It's so funny with the no animation on the smooth pages. Okay. All yours. And then everyone else. Attack there. It's gonna be fully smoked up. Loss of senses should work, assuming you don't go first. Yours is guaranteed to work. You have no emotion level yet. How is that even possible? Don't stagger him before he kills Sinclair, please. No. Okay, there we go. We've gotta start spamming Boundary of Death before it's too late. Gotta get this down to 1 cost. Oh yeah, Boundary of Death. It's funny just like how actually terrible the card is. Because even if you get the 4, it's not that good. I think that's the biggest problem with it. The supposed high roll is just like, okay. You need self-smoke. I need to patch it so it kills the enemy instantly. That would definitely help. Ah, I actually had the Fable. That's nice. That should stagger. Honestly, most of these guys are going to get hurt pretty badly here, I feel like. This is kind of the hardest wave, so it's nice that I hit the stagger damage fatal. I can just stagger them all with one hit now. You need to emotion level up, so you get the honor of killing this guy. Everyone else, just like, take it easy. Except Eugen, you got a boundary that guy's death. Nope. I think that was a mineral, actually. Who needs emotion level? We can give 3 to Eugen, which is good. Save a deep drag, though, I guess. Yeah, just kill like that. Hopefully you don't max roll. Like your drink on the minerals? Is that as opposed to on the rocks? I'll stick to the rocks. This guy's going to lose all of his senses. I don't think he's ready for this. Oh, we hit it! Staggered. We hit the bonus stagger damage from Nostalgic Embrace as well, so that just did like 100 stagger damage in one hit. Didn't even have a chance to make him lose senses. What if we did it again? Now this is how people get addicted to gambling. You hit the high roll, and now you just want more. No. Ah, there's the fatal, nice. Oh, you got it again. And you can just do it like every turn, it's great. Just have to do draw. The light's taken care of for me. Light string theocracy reference? Is it? Do they even say light in that song? Who needs emotion? Kind of anyone. You can get the full restore. Go Carcosa. 45? Oh yeah, open curtain lights on, okay. Mass attack, it's not hitting my Eugen dice. I didn't know it was possible. This mass attack is kinda crazy. It gets a 12 mass individual on the third coin. There's like nothing that can compete with that normally. But I have +4 power on this, so I actually have a decent chance. So we can try it. Gotta throw the boundary of death in there. I think everyone else is just going to deep drag here. Block the first one like basically guaranteed. try to block the second and just tank the third. Everything being flashed. Okay. Lose all your senses. Do we hit another boundary of death is the question. We actually all succeeded on the evades there. Show me the boundary of death. I'm waiting for it. He's just gonna get staggered before it. He's just gonna get killed before it. No gambling today. I need to hit another boundary of death. Let's do it. No. Do I have another chance? Hang on, I'll draw it again next turn. Finish him. No. He's dead to burn. It's so anticlimactic. We hit the one though, and it was a good one. It did 100 stagger damage.
책으로 되는 과정.
Okay, now we have 4 realizations to do. I liked the decks. I think I had enough deep drags. Everyone was fully sustained. I almost feel like the smoking pipes are unnecessary, but realizations should be longer. I'll run out of light more, so I'll keep them. And I like the sacrifice, just giving everyone 3 strength. I guess, oh, we can put on music now. This is like my favorite track in the entire game. Angela realization theme is so good. Oh, you all have 5 speed. I just can't redirect anything again. That's wild. I need you to die, so you can just get hit by that. Die this turn, I hope. Can actually redirect some stuff onto you now. I believe that's guaranteed death. Why are you rolling so high? You get power when I have burn or something? Or are you just high rolling? Anyway, there's our power stacking. Oh, I can actually... I'll take Matchlight. Does Matchlight help? No, Matchlight is terrible for Boundary of Death, right? Because it still has to actually max roll. So I'll just take Matchlight and give it to someone else. you can get matchlight on your loss of senses. I can't wait to have purple tier and just see how high of damage I can get. Because I kind of got all the damage amplification, all the big stuff at least. I have smoke, I have Nikolai, and I have purple tier. We're going to have to go for a crazy, what's it called? Violet Blade at some point. Is anyone fast with a deep drag? You? Okay. Boundary of Depth, attempt number 1. I forgot how easily you die. Hey, we got it. 192. Can we kill every realization with Boundary of Depth? That's the question. Okay, just do that. Sure. Wonder if anybody has ever lost to Wingbeat Angela. Because if you get, you know, 2 acts into the realization, you at least have some idea of what's going on. And you've done these fights before. It would be funny if I said that and then lost right now, but I don't think that will happen. You'd be surprised. It's like, yeah, it's probably happened to someone, but like, why? What threat does this fight actually have? She repeats the coin up to 5 times if she lands heads. Just don't let her hit you at all, though. But yeah, I guess I can see how it would be possible. She does have 4 strength because I haven't really been paying attention to the gimmick here. No one can redirect that, so just block it. And then everyone else targets this one. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Ruina Part 2. We're just starting, we're going to do like all 4 of these realizations in a row, I think. And then we'll probably try out Woodsman, and then we'll see if I feel like starting Star of the City. Okay. You think we can Boundary of Death here? We're gonna try. I don't have much hope for it. Just want to make sure that we kill here before we have to see these cards go through. And by kill, I of course mean stagger, because you can't kill Langella's. What's the challenge here? So, this is like a draft run, and then the top left of the screen, these are the only receptions I'm allowed to burn the books from. So I have quite limited options, is the idea. But I mean, I'm getting my use out of smoke right now, and that's kind of been enough to get me through. Between Shi Association and smoke, it's pretty powerful. None of these are doing too much damage except that, which I'm clashing, and this one, which I can clash. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, you're normal to damage types? You're just dead. Why aren't you endured? That's so much damage. Spores, I guess. Mass individual. Okay. Here we go. We have run out of light. Now you're 1 off emotion level up. You aren't actually out of light. Surely Boundary of Death works this time. Always gamble. Exactly. It is better to gamble, as they say. Individual again, okay. The last phase is free anyway, yeah. Malkuth and Yesod and Hod all have such free last phases. That definitely changes for the later realizations, though. I believe that will be enough to kill them. Considering one card is enough to kill them. I think I drew out plenty. Now we just kill you. We might die to Matchlight if we get extremely unlucky. We might kill with Boundary of Death if we get extremely lucky. No, it's going first though, it won't kill, it would stagger, probably. Let's see. No. We're actually hitting like pretty expected rates, I think. We're getting it about 1 in 4 times. But when we do Hod's realization, maybe we can pick up Funny Prank and make it a 50-50.
Hi.
And that's technically Star of the City reached, but we aren't going to move on with the story yet, because I'm trying to not fall behind when it comes to Abno fights. So I think we're just going to kind of do the same thing. I had fun, smoke is good, and these decks should work fine. I guess I need to give you speed. This realization is funny because you get Coffin, and it's the only tier 3, so you like literally have to take it if you get to that emotion level, and then it just invalidates the last boss. And you don't even get to, like, see what it's supposed to do. Forgot to give you cards, that's fine. That's a lie? You have Melody. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess you do have Melody? Maybe I'll take Melody today. I actually get to see this guy's animations. Yeah, I forgot that was a tier 3, if I'm being honest. But I guess it is. Most of the time you don't get any tier 3s until, like, you do the realization. Okay, so violence is terrible for Boundary of Death. I probably just want Metallic Ringing. Give me blunt debuffs. Oh, do you get strength on kill? No, you do. But so do I. They are losing all of their senses today. Yeah, we're in the same pod here. Should be good enough. You take like no blunt damage, so maybe these weren't the best possible decks, but I don't think I'll be losing to the first fight here, even if it takes a bit longer than it should. Do I have a melee in hand? Yeah, that should definitely stagger, so we'll just throw that out there. Don't have to deal with that move. Hello, John Lobotomy. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we've got to start boundarying of death. Get that guy. I didn't realize just how defensive they are. I'm getting one attack targeted at me. It's so little. Eugen, no more light restore. Boundary of Death gives light. Oh, but yeah, you mean from Overcome Crisis? Yeah. Might have to purposely let her take some hits or something. Nah. You see, Boundary of Death gives back 2 light. And if that's the only thing I need to spend light on, I can still use it like every other turn. Did I lose my deep drag on you? Why don't you have any smoke? I swear I must have. Wasn't really looking. They're all doing like a 10 to 10 roll. So I guess we just block it. We tied, okay. I hope you like dings, because we'll be hearing those the rest of this battle. Would any of these be good for Boundary of Death? I mean, that could help with speed, but realistically I think it's just not going to do too much, but we'll take it. Don't take Eternal Rest. I know that Eternal Rest doesn't work. Because I know that like every single one of the Butterfly Man's pages doesn't actually work how it says it does. Eternal Rest only works if there's an enemy that has less health than all of your librarians, I'm pretty sure is how it works. It checks for the lowest health on the entire field. Can we just kill you? You're weak to blunt. Surely. 4 protection is like nothing against my infinite deep drags. Like, I'll clash that, but I think we're mostly going kill mode. .44 stagger damage. It's like smoke is good enough, and then they just give sooty thwack as well, which is like smoke, but twice as effective for stagger damage on the outgoing. I'm half right. It checks the enemy's HP. If a single enemy HP is higher than all your guys, even a single point, no effect. If a single enemy is higher HP, okay, then like yeah, that's wow. Okay, I'm not going to use Boundary of Depth for sealing a speed die. I'm not that gambling. I need to get up to emotion level 5 so I can get music. Although it's like you don't even do damage to the last fight. Like, that's why you take Coffin normally. Maybe I just won't reach emotion level 5. Clean should work. So you're saying this doesn't work at all if a single enemy has more HP than every librarian? What if it's the only enemy? I guess that's the same idea as only looking at the lowest. Okay. It's like I can take it in like Zhao. Maybe. I remember this guy. It's like you can't clash with this guy because he's under your cards. If you have too many cards, I definitely remember that problem before. I actually need to use another card just so I can clash with them. Show me the boundary. 51. That, yeah, we hit the boundary, right? That's 50 damage. And then like +1 from an Abno page or something. Okay. So where's Deep Drags? There we go. These guys, this guy's not going to get to do anything. Zhao's key page is not bad. It's not like ridiculous, but it's better than Yan at least for general play. I think Yan is the disappointment of top row star of the city. Let's throw the useless boundary of death. $24. Yeah, Raging Storm turn 2. That's why Zhao is good. That's one reason Zhao is good. You see, Zhao is basically necessary for the solo challenge to beat the road home. And I'm just like forever grateful for that because I hate the road home. You can try the boundary again, why not? Just throw it every turn. Yeah, 24 damage, that's a lot. Angela, yeah, Magic Bullet Angela, not her best look. I still think Hornet is my favorite of the Angela fits. That's why I wanted a Hornet, like, Walt ID, and we're actually getting one now. But I'm sad to lose the Lance. I don't know if this is like an unpopular opinion or not, but I think we have enough guns in Limbus, and I would rather see other stuff. Mass summation. I'll just use that. I must keep Boundary of Death. Must be used every single turn, if possible. There's the classic mass attack on the broken speed. I'm surprised it took so long to happen, honestly. Seven damage, oh no. I guess it inflicts 10 burn. I actually didn't realize this guy was burned in Library of Ruina. I thought they just did that in Limbus because, like, it made sense, Dark Flame. But no, he actually has burn. You know what? He enter. Yeah, we had the idea at like the same time there. It's just not something I normally do. Eugen got staggered, no Boundary of Death for me. There he goes. And now we have access to what the strongest floor in the game. It's just Soul Lament is ridiculous. Harmony is underrated, still fine. Supposedly the Magic Bullet synchronization is also really good. I think do speedruns use it? It's at least an option. Just spam more mass attacks. And then, like, we don't need to talk about Dark Flame. Yeah. What a floor. Let's try out Han's realization.
책은 꽤
This one starts difficult and then gets easier. So if we beat first phase, we should be fine. And I don't think we'll have too much issues in first phase. Where's my sacrifice? You're getting targeted by a lot already, that's convenient. You might as well take the ranged phages as well. Murder the child. Yeah, I will be doing that 6 times. So this is a dangerous clash I can't redirect. I don't really want to use loss of senses, so I guess we'll just kind of have to take some of that. Why is HUD an arbiter? Yeah, don't question it. It's just like HUD's true power, you know? See, right now I do 2 damage, but give me a few turns of setup and I'll start doing 30 damage with my single dice. Yeah, let's go for a Boundary of Death early. Actually, no, I want to get smoke first. It's just more fun if it, you know, does 100 damage instead of 50. The blunt damage is not the best pick here, I am realizing. In fact, I think it's the worst pick here. Yeah, by quite a bit. But we have smoke to make up for the bad damage type. Just let that hit me. It's boundary time. Just gotta wait for the face. I'll accept the second best face. 16. HUD power stacking is very much real. On these single slash dice. killed before boundary goes out, but that's sad. Mass attack time. It's not hitting my broken die. Let's go. I was so ready for it to be targeting my broken die. I didn't do the face, but it's fine. I have enough strength, I think. Oh, are we not going to get funny prank? I don't want friend, so I guess I'll just take meal and go to you. We are kind of facing the Yujin no light restore problem. This instantly staggers Angela when I kill this guy. So let's do that. Let's kill this guy. That will absolutely kill him. Everything else. Get Angela. Did we get funny prank? I need this guy to emotion level up. Conveniently, they get to clash. Can I get a fast, deep drag out? I kinda used them all. That's good enough, I'm sure. I never realized how much child killing goes on in Han's realization, but here we are killing a child again. I guess that's just the theme of the floor. Kill the child. There we go. Hod understood the instructions. Let's give everyone a chance to get back some light so we can hopefully kill the spider bullet on one turn. Did I actually kill any of them? Yes, okay. Killed 2 of them. I didn't get funny prank, too positive. Oh well. can actually try to beat that. I think you're actually pretty likely to beat that. This is min rolling 9 versus their 12. And then loss of senses, or what am I doing? Boundary of death, of course. Why would I even consider using something other than Boundary of Death? It's funny that it just still wins the clash. It's like it rolls a 10 even when it rolls a 2 because I just have so much power gain. No boundary in hand. Actually kind of a lot of damage going out this turn. I don't think it's an issue, but it is more than I remembered. These guys all have 2 slots. I guess you normally have like 4 more slots than I currently do, because I have someone staggered and I did a sacrifice. Our blunt damage is actually a good choice here, though. That should be enough damage, I think, to stagger. If we throw on that, it will definitely be enough. Almost full evaded that. There's the stagger. Ah, did we not quite kill? Not quite killed. You know what that means. Yeah, there we go. 193 damage. It's gonna kill even if it doesn't hit the 1 in 4. Well, it did hit the 1 in 4. You're probably right, though. I don't think it needed it. The expression is angry. Oh no! I love that P space knew I wanted to use Boundary of Death. It didn't work out, but it tried. So there's that one. Easiest phase in all of the realizations. We finished it before you typed that message. And now we have one more. We also have King of Greed, the thing we're not doing, and Woodsman. You know what, let's take a short break from the realizations and fight Woodsman. I'm sure this will go well with the same decks. Can I dump all my light? Probably not. If I get just enough loss of senses, I need them to actually draw cards though. So I need to find a deep drag. Everyone shares the same hate for Red Hooded Mercenary. It's just not a fun fight. It was okay as a gimmick the first time I played the game, but I've had to do that fight like probably 15 times by now, and it's just, that's not something I ever look forward to. I don't want to do it. I guess I should pay a little bit of attention to clashing here. I was actually just throwing all my cards at him. Sure. You didn't do it until you got the red mist, yeah. What does Red Hooded Mercenary do? So, you know how normally you have to kill your enemies? For Red Hooded Mercenary, you have to get an AI-controlled ally unit to kill your enemy. If you kill it, then you lose, and if it dies, then you also lose. It's pretty awful. Queen of Hatred and Whelp 6 if it was worse. Yeah, that's a decent comparison. Except them dying is like a real threat in the fight. The wolf will kill the mercenary if you don't help. It turns out these decks that have no 2-cost cards to help me actually spend my light probably aren't the best choice for this. But maybe we can barely reach a stagger and not quite lose. Do you take damage? No, you're NF to everything. You're supposed to drain his warm heart, but I just haven't really had the draw to make that work. You got this Boundary of Death, but that's also, you know, definitely a mistake to be bringing. Might need to actually change the decks a bit. We're just losing all these clashes by like 1. So if I could actually spend my light, it would be fine. What's even good for this guy at this stage in the game? I feel like I often put off the fight until later. I should keep Eugen alive, I guess. I don't think this is going to be a winning attempt, though. It's just like a clash battle. I need power stacking. I need to debuff him better with loss of senses. You know what? Yeah, we can definitely do the smoke idea. I just need to bring like 2-cost cards and get rid of my light restore. I was just seeing if I could throw this at him and win. The answer is no. Winnable? I mean, maybe no, because he heals on kill, yeah. If he didn't heal on kill, then like, maybe, although I did just like completely lose that turn. Let's see. Let's get rid of Eugen. All 3 Wangs. And what did I want? Yeah, let's throw those on. Put the meow pages on them. Extra damage. We need to spend our light every turn, which means I need some 2 costs in here. And my best choice for a 2 cost is going to just be Trace of Fumes. Loss of Senses should cover basically all of our card draw. I think I'll actually throw in a 3rd one, because I want to just be doing Loss of Sense, Trace of Fumes every turn after the beginning. I feel like. So I should just have as much of those as possible. As well as just, you know, some deep drag to get the stack started. I feel like this could work. Okay, we got none of our deep drags to get the stack started. That's fine. With enough Trace of Fumes, even a little bit of smoke can work. Okay. You do that. Everyone make him lose senses. The goal is to keep him permanently paralyzed and feeble. Hit one of them, but that is still 2 paralyzed, which is like basically all you need. And now we can begin the infinite cycle. These clashes go well, we should definitely win. Yeah, okay, I think we have won. Because he's just going to be permanently debuffed. It's like Chain Brothers. It's nice that this guy just gives you infinite light to beat him with. Until he's staggered, of course. And there we go. It went from like maybe winnable if I got really lucky to the easiest fight we've done today. I sure do love having good rolls in Urban Nightmare. The ominous 3 loss of senses, yeah. 6 paralyzed, 3 feeble. Completely kills just them entirely. It's like -6 to their max rolls. Okay. Do we think this strategy will work against King of Greed? The infinite debuff? We can try it. Go back in Eugen as well. Is that Hatsune Miku? Yes, indeed it is. Miku is helping us out here. Okay, wait, how hard is it to actually kill this guy? Because I do want to kill this guy on the first turn here. I'll actually commit quite a bit to the kill, I think. That should do it. Oh, you're weak, Blunt. I way overcommitted. I thought they were normal. That's fine, though. Just lose, like, a card on a few people. Some light here and there. Who has smoke infliction? Senses mostly counteracts their strength gain. Justice, I guess. And hopefully we can kind of chain it. Oh, you know what? I did just realize these people have absolutely no light restore now. Because I built their decks around, you know, the guy that gave me infinite light. Maybe a slight lack of proper planning there. I'm sure we'll be fine, right, guys? Just joined what is banned at the moment. Everything you see on the screen in the top left is what we're allowed to use. So everything not on that list is banned. So we can't go singleton, we can't use... I mean, we couldn't use Crying Children, we couldn't use Warp Corp. Couldn't do Bamboo Head and Kim, so like most stuff is banned. 3/4 of the cards are banned. But Smiling Faces are pretty good. I thought it was like just smoke, but their pages themselves aren't bad, I've come to realize. Hopefully everyone gets their kill there. We should. What does Leaflet Office mean? I can use... It means that this is it's the list of the stuff I can use. So I'm allowed to burn the books from Leaflet Office. Anything not on this list I'm not allowed to burn. Also, I double min-rolled. I don't know if you were watching. This guy double min-rolled. That's why he has 2 negative emotion tokens, and it made the crystal live on 1 health. So... that's a fun way to probably lose this fight, or at least like lose a guy on hit stagger target. Or well, okay, mass individual, deep drag can beat that, right? We just have to win the deep drag. So I can use yay. Correct. Deep drag did not win. At least they aren't being targeted by these fast things I can't redirect. That would be bad if I just had to lose someone. Although I do have to just let one of these hit me. So I guess I should... I mean, I just like can't beat that one in a clash realistically, so I'll have to just tank that one, I guess. I don't think we are realistically staggering here. But like maybe it's possible. We do have Sooty Thwack. Gamble? I don't know about that one. But like I have it in the deck for a reason. Okay, sure. Let's go for the 1 and 4. We hit those. I didn't even stagger though. Literally worse than if I just was able to clash 2 of the cards there. Okay, we get a nice recovery turn though. I can just like not use cards, get light on people. I do want to reach half health of this, so I can't just pass with everyone. You'll emotion level up next turn soon enough, so I can... yeah. Okay, these people can get emotion level up for light, so they can spend cards. Get their smoke up. You need to clash. This one is not too dangerous. You need to clash. Go there. Everyone else is okay to not clash, but Eugen still can. And so we'll get the early Deep Dragon, get the debuffs going, and hopefully that's enough for next turn to go fine. You didn't know Hatsune Miku was a chain smoker? Yeah. It's a pretty big problem behind the scenes. Okay, there's the double loss of senses. That's what we love to see. This 4 to 9 is actually, what, a 2 to 4? It's crazy how much of a debuff it is. Okay, you can't redirect anything. Need to save light for next turn because next turn should be the crystals. So I want to make sure that people are able to do stuff next turn. I'm just going to kind of hope it doesn't land on you, I think. That's fine to ignore. Or I can actually overtake here. We'll do that. Yeah, hope for the best. 2 to 4 still beat me. Wow, we didn't land any of our loss of senses that turn? Okay. It's fine though, actually, because it's this turn. Okay. So you need to kill 2 things. As long as you don't, like, double mineral. I think you have enough smoke that it will kill regardless. But I can try to weaken them for you, because those won't kill. Got it. Okay, maybe that can kill. Glad it didn't. Yeah, that definitely was able to kill if I high rolled. I did not think I would do that much damage. Let's throw out one trace of fumes. You have tons of light. You can deep drag. And then you can do that. Should be in the clear because they get staggered here. We were able to correctly do the gimmick. On challenges where you aren't able to do this gimmick, this fight can actually be pretty difficult. Had to put it off until Star of the City before. But we should be fine. Maybe we can even end it with a Boundary of Death. I want to get smoke first. Imagine if I accidentally didn't kill. This should kill. Yeah, look at the Boundary of Death kill, guys. We did it. Okay. And so I think we will... Oh, I forgot I still have to fight Alariune. I was thinking this was the realization. Alariune is weak to blunt though, I think, so I see no reason to change up the decks now. Besides fixing these guys. Get Trace of Fumes and these other loss of senses out of here. Give me that. Yeah, is this a Limbus Company reference, guys? We're fighting... Is this Ryoshu? Who has... You. You have a good starting hand. You can get the Laurel. Everyone else, just like, kill them. Just absolutely murder these guys. I guess smoke does not actually help me do stagger damage, but the self-smoke helps me because it's sooty black. And then we get to do ranged pages against Deep Drag, which has always been one of my favorite parts of Urban Nightmare. I'm glad this fight isn't hard, because it's definitely not interesting. It's like you get Laughing Powder, and you just become practically invincible. You and... That's fine. I actually can't overtake because I have no low costs on Yujin here. But that won't kill me. And then yeah, there's like I think 3 cards in the game that are a mass summation with multiple dice. And I got very confused at first by that, but it does just do it 3 separate times. You have no hope, really, of beating that. Okay. Yeah, mass summation with multiple dice. There's a few of those. This is the first one. I know Eileen has one, and I feel like there's one more somewhere that I'm forgetting. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we should be outrolling this every time. Maybe you failed the last one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it just does it 3 times. You roll separately for all of them. You get a ton of emotion coins from it usually, because you have a ton of chances to get min or max rolls. I guess we are actually doing damage with you now, so go for optimal ordering here. Max out that smoke. Yeah, almost killed. Just 10 smoke on me, 10 smoke on the enemy. So much damage amplification. I now have no light. Do a little bit of gambling, maybe? And that should be way overkill for these guys. Expected outcome there. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can actually kill with gambling if we give the status to Yujin here. That could be fun. Just have to draw it again. It's not in hand. I'll use one deep drag will probably stagger. And so I have next turn to draw it still. Not quite stagger. It's still not here. I have to end with gambling. Okay, don't kill me. That would be annoying. Ah, they're dead, okay. Nope. No boundary of depth kill. That's fine. We have one more fight to do today. I think I will save Star of the City for later. Be about a 3-hour stream by the time we're done. So let's go. I guess giving myself smoke can help me die, now that I think about it. I should have been doing that before. Everyone has Remembrance Kazuna still. I don't think I changed any of that. Okay. Let's do Netzat Realization. Oh, you know what? I should have made this guy in the front so he could just die to this mass attack. It's fine though. I'm sure he'll die soon enough. This always takes me so long, this realization. But normally I have a lot of slash, I feel like. And slash in particular is bad here, I think. So maybe we'll go a bit faster today. You have no light. The entire plan was to get the loss of senses going here. Yeah, I can't. Okay, yeah, kill that guy. Excellent targeting. And everyone else can just. You stay immobilized, okay. Everyone else can just do this. Turn off my music, it's gonna hurt. It's part of the experience. You have to keep it on. But yeah, that is your fair warning. I think it's, yeah. Just let it really sink in. Why is it doing that? That's Silent Orchestra. It's the third movement. Isn't it beautiful music? Hey, it's not targeting Eugen's broken die. Let's go. I barely outrolled it there, 12. You know, I actually had one challenge run I did where this guy was a serious problem. But today we are not doing one cost cards only. Okay, that's a stagger. Not a great turn, but now everyone should be getting light and stuff regularly. Where's that going? That's forced unopposed. That's forced unopposed. Okay, too much targeting the same people here. At least I can do this. Hopefully this isn't too much damage. It's not even that bad if one more person dies, because it would just make everyone else stronger with Kazuna. And that's a stagger? Okay. Who needs emotion? You got staggered by the guy, so you need it. I don't think you can get it though. You can try. I'll only attack with people slower than you. $50, yeah, not quite. Merc Sloob. I mean, maybe, but like they're full health still. I think we'll just have to deal with them. It's not like I need high emotion level pages or anything. What I do need is gambling. I need to just like look through all the footage at the end and see what my boundary of death rate is. Are we getting above average luck? Below average? I don't know. So far it's feeling like about average, but I'm sure it's not exactly. Maybe we're a little lucky. So I need to like kill all of you at the same time, I think, is the general idea for this. It really has... I remember less about the exact way these fights work than I expected, because I haven't played super recently. I just know I hate Red Hooded Mercenary. You think this realization is your favorite? Yeah, I cannot relate. What is my favorite though? Now that you've brought up the question. You're just doing nothing this turn? I think in concept I like Vina's, but in practice it's like not actually that fun to fight. Hawkmo's is alright. As one that just like doesn't have the other fights. I was very happy to see I didn't have to refight like Blue Star and stuff, because that fight already takes a while. I guess maybe Tiferet Realization is my favorite. I like the gimmick. I like that it isn't, you know, too hard. But it's not completely free in the last phase, like the lower floors are. The most fun of the Bina realizations is the final one. Yeah, like, I think Twilight is a pretty good fight. It has mechanics that actually, like, make you have a risk of losing. Power Null, I think, it's, like, used sparingly enough that I'm okay with it. When you get into modded and there's Power Null all the time, that's when I start to tire of it. But I think vanilla uses Power Null at an okay amount. It's in like 3 fights. 4 fights, kind of. How much damage can we do here? Boundary of Death is a way I can do damage. Surely. Hey, there's a Boundary of Death. There we go. I'm going to credit that one to Malkuth in chat. We did careful planning, and we can overcome this trial. Just attack there, I guess. Recover light. You are already recovering light? Okay. Yeah, it did just kind of insta-kill. If only they were fatal, it would have been over 200 damage. I think it would have been a new highest. There you go. Oh, these are targeting the same slot. Okay. Should be the favorable order still. Yeah, left on one stagger. Another Boundary of Death kill. Add it to the counter. That counts. Okay, we're going to kill Angela here in like 2 turns. Because Deep Drag is a card. And it does a lot of damage. $52, $23. I think I used one more attack. Yeah, okay, we got it. And I don't even think we have to kill this guy, but free emotion, maybe? Smoking kills your enemies, exactly. Okay, you actually have 4 strength now. Mass summation. So I want to kill the summons, but I also want to put smoke on this guy. So we'll do that. Make all of them smoked. You love this phase, it's so unique. This is nice for sure. It's a good part of the realization. Although I think we might just kill him early, if I remember how this works. Okay, that rolled a 12. This is mass individual. You have 2 strength. I have more than that. Do you have a range? No, I need to put smoke on you. I have a lot of people that want to have smoke on you. you really like Netzadges for. It's not one that I'm a huge fan of. It's very defensive, which can be good. I think String's Genesis is the dumbest card in the game, the dumbest Abno page. Just permanent stealth on someone. At like no cost, basically. We are kind of running out of light here on people. Running out of emotion level ups. Boundary of Doubt the Whispers. I'll give it next turn. Look at all that deflect damage. I guess this is the turn I should have done it, because they actually would have taken pierce damage this turn. Are they still pierce? Oh, now they're just everything? Okay, well yeah, you're dead. I don't have a light for boundary, I'm sorry. Guy can only roll ones because he has no senses. I should use this card more. Loss of senses, actually pretty good. Almost definitely going to be seen in my red mist kill now that I have learned the power. No finale for you. Floor of Art completely realized. It was like a 20-minute realization. About as long as sweepers. So what now? Well, next time we will go into Star of the City. But I think I'll be ending stream for today. I'll save that for next time. I think our plan of action is I want to get Leaflet Office as soon as possible. I'll have to figure out how I get that. Like, do I need row 2 books? I'm not sure. When is the next stream then? I will try to stream on Saturday. I normally stream on Saturday, but I was busy and had to push it until Sunday. If you want exact announcements, feel free to join the Discord, link in the description. I need row 2 books? Okay. So then I guess I'll fight Kane Office and then R-Corp and then Leaflet Office. Because I think R-Corp is easier than Liu. And so that will give me new stuff. Terraria in 3 hours, that's true as well. I'll see you there for that. But I have a few things to do between now and then, so that will be the end of stream. Hope to see some of you next week or sooner, maybe. Hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. Goodbye.